Hey y'all, it's Carmen with the Lyrical Lounge podcast. I am so excited to be here with y'all for our very first episode. So, imagine you are a proud member of your collegiate band at an amazing HBCU, living your dream of performing in an amazing band. One year that you're at that school in this great band, you guys get invited to perform at a presidential inauguration, continuing on a wonderful legacy of your school, being involved in great things, great events. So, y'all reach out to your community, start your GoFundMe or whatever for some help making it to DC to perform at this inauguration. And to your surprise, you are not met with the amount of support that you expected. So let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Mississippi Valley State University has been invited basically to perform at President Trump's inaugural celebration. Of course, as I'm sure a lot of y'all already know, this is stirring up a whole lot of controversy, mainly like for political reasons, obviously. Very understandable. So I just wanted to talk a little bit with y'all about that today. I hear about this. I go to do my research. I start looking into it like, okay, so what are people saying? What are the points that are being made on both sides of it? Of course, on the end of people who are not supporting, it's very politically driven. So, and I will admit that it's understandable. When I was looking at a lot of the points that people were making, I was very torn. Initially hearing it, I was like, how could you not support these young people, going out there at this HBCU? It's a great opportunity for them. How could you not support that? But then as I started looking into it, of course, I don't want to make this too political. So I already did not agree with a lot of Trump's stances. But when I was looking into this specific situation, I started finding more policies of his that were crazy to me that I didn't even know about. So initially, my emotions took over. I was like, absolutely not. They should not perform it. This is crazy. No, we don't go where people don't really love us. We're not about to go shuck and jive for nobody. Like, that was my initial reaction, like caught up in the heat of my emotions, hearing this stuff about Trump that I didn't know before. So the further I looked into it, just kind of listening to points being made on both sides, after I allowed my emotions to simmer down a little bit, I ended up back where I was to begin with, that this is an amazing opportunity for these students. This is one of the biggest stages that they can be invited to perform on. And whether they are invited by Obama, Trump, Abraham Lincoln, Bill Clinton, whoever, it's still an amazing opportunity for them to be able to go and to be on that stage in front of the world. Another point that some people were making is that this is like the celebration is happening on Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. Okay, so the celebration is always on Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. I think instead of seeing that as like a bad thing, that's where they're going to be, nobody is stopping them from honoring Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday while going to perform at this ceremony. So that's something that I do hope to see, is them incorporating that into their performance a bit. I have high hopes for it. Hopefully they don't let me down on that part. Something else that I'm not sure if a lot of people know, this university already has like a history of historical performances. Notably, two of them, they were the first HBCU to perform in the Rose Parade back in the 1960s, I believe 1965. That is amazing. In 1965, racism was still alive and well. In 1968, they also performed at the inaugural celebration for President Nixon. Those are still honorable things. You see, years later, the thing that we are talking about is that this is a historical Black college that has been able to do these amazing, groundbreaking performances. So right now, in the heat of it, like, it's involving Trump. I understand how it's easy to get caught up in the moment, caught up in, not wanting to be taken advantage of as a community and feel like all these politicians do is take, but aren't willing to give. And then not only not giving, but possibly passing policies that directly affect our community. I understand all of that. And there's a lot to be said on that front as well. But like I said, this is not a political conversation. This is more so about this opportunity for these young people. And regardless of who is giving them that opportunity, it is still something that's great for them. And this is a chance for them to still have this moment and shed light on Black history. Make it historical, make it memorable, and it should be beautiful. So, of course, I'm not here to really try to change anyone's mind, but I think it's a great thing that this school is going. They do have a fund where they're asking people to donate money to help them be able to make it on that trip. So anybody, if you feel compelled, you find it in your heart to donate to them, we will leave a link. Will we leave a link? Yeah. Okay. So anybody who finds it in your heart to donate to them, we'll leave a link on this post where you can easily go and make that donation. If you don't feel compelled to donate because of whatever reason, whether that's coming from a political place, an emotional place, just morally, you don't agree with it, you think it's completely wrong, that is fine. Everybody is entitled to have their own opinions. All I ask is please don't discourage other people, from doing what they feel in their heart if they are moved to donate. But yeah, I think this is going to be great. I hope they bring their majorettes and just turn out the show. I want to hear them play Sweet Love by Anita Baker and hopefully something by Earth, Wind, and Fire. But yeah, guys, so that's pretty much my thoughts on this situation. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. On either side of it, I'm open to hear everybody's thoughts, whether that be political. All I ask is that we all just please be respectful of everyone's differences and all of our opinions. But yes, go down in the comments. Tell me what y'all think. Will you be donating? Will you be watching? If it were a different president, would you feel differently? If you are someone who is not in support of them going to do this performance, do you think it would have been better if Trump had not invited an HBCU? Like, would you have preferred to just see like all white performances or, just all performances of communities that you don't think Trump has offended, if that makes sense? So yes, y'all, let's get into the discussion. I can't wait to hear from everybody. So yes, I hope you enjoyed this podcast. We will be back next week with a new topic. Can't wait to share with you guys. Thanks. Okay. I thought so too.